in this lecture, we will study about the effect of the time delay on the stability of a control system. So we will start with that how can we mathematically represent the time delay function and how the time delay function contributes to the frequency response or the dynamic response of a LTI system. And later on we will see that how this time delay effect will contribute to the stability of a control system. So how can we define a time delay? So time delay is basically a time lag between the start of the output and the start of the input function. So as we can see in the figure below that the input starts at the t is equal to 1 second and output starts appear at t is equal to 3 second. So we can simply say that this system has a 2 second of the time delay. So a time delay function does not change the gain of a system, like it does not attenuate or amplify the output of a system, but it only delays the output response of a dynamic system. So the time delay function in the Laplace transform that can be represented as a e raised to power minus st, where capital T is the amount of the delay in time. So this relation we can simply attain with the help of this theorem, time shift theorem of the Laplace transform. So for example, if we have a dynamic system without any time delay, then its time response can be represented as f of t and its Laplace transform can be represented as a f of s. So if we consider a time delay in the time domain, then the f of t in the time domain, the function can be represented as f, which is a function of t minus capital T, where capital T is the time shift which represents the time delay that we have seen in the example below. So according to the time shift theorem, this time shift in the time domain will appear as a multiplication of this exponential function with the Laplace transform f of s. Okay, so this is how the time delay function appears in the Laplace of any function. So as a result, if we are concerned with the frequency response and the effect of the time delay function on the frequency response of a system, so as we have studied earlier that basically f of s is a complex function, and in order to evaluate the frequency response of a system, we can find the phase or the gain of this f of s function. Okay, so f of any complex number can have two components like the phase and the gain. So similarly, if we evaluate this exponential function, so this is only represented as a phase function and its gain is equal to 1. So that's why the time delay function does not affect the gain of the frequency response analysis, but it only affects the phase of the frequency response. So next we will see two examples that how can we represent a time delay function in a physical system, and later on we will see that how this time delay will affect the stability of a LTI system. So first we will see the example of the steel rolling mills control system. So on the figure below you can see the pictorial view of this control system. So in this system we are inputting a rod of the steel with some larger diameter in these rolls, which controls the output thickness of the rods. And when the steel passing through these rolls, the diameter of the output of the steel rod that will be reduced. And in this control system, the objective is to control the thickness of the output uh, steel rods. And for example, this is the desired thickness that we are want to have this thickness at of the this steel rod. And this is some particular point where we are measuring the thickness of the output steel rod, that is at the distance small d from the uh, these rollers. And controller has these two inputs, like the desired thickness and the actual thickness that we have measured from the output of the rolled steel rod. And according to these two inputs, the controller will decide that how much we need to actuate the motors, and this motor controls the distance between these two rolling mills. So how the time delay is appearing in this control system, basically we are measuring the thickness of the rod at some distance from these rolls. So that's why this distance produces the time delay effect in this control system. So for example, the steel is being processed at the velocity v, like so the steel is traveling at this velocity v from these rolling mills, and the distance of the sensor from the rolling mills is small d. So the time between the pass of a uh, steel rod from this point to the point at which the thickness is being measured, that can be calculated as capital T is equal to small d divided by V. So this is basically the time delay between the action being taken and the measurement being taken from the output. So as a result, the loop gain can be considered as a GCS, which is the controller action, G of S, which is the motor transfer function, and the effect of the delay, which is e raised to power minus st. And how much phase this time delay function is contributing to the loop gain of the system. So if we replace s with the j omega, so omega t is omega multiplied by capital T. This is basically the phase shift of the which is due to the time delay function. Okay, so as a result, we can see that the time delay function is not affecting the gain of the frequency response method, but it can affect the phase shift of the or the phase response of a dynamic system. So next we will see or have a brief look at this another example, which is the liquid level control system, and the detailed study you can do by yourself from the Dorf and Bishop. So in this example, again, we have an actuator which controls the flow of the liquid in the pipe, which enters a tank, and there is an outlet of the tank. And the level of the liquid in the tank can be measured at some point, which can actuate through the feedback some hydraulic actuator, which can control the a valve which can control the flow of a liquid into the tank. So here as you can see in this figure, the small d, this is the basically effect of the time delay, because after the valve is changed, position of the valve is changed, so we can vary the flow of the liquid. So when we change the position of a valve, the effect will appear at the input of the tank after some time. So this effect will produce a time delay in the control loop. So we will briefly see that how this time delay will affect the stability of a system. So for example, in this figure, there are two dynamic behavior or the frequency response behaviors are shown for this liquid level control system. One is without time delay and one is with time delay. And as we have discussed earlier, that the time delay function does not affect the gain of the frequency response, but it only affects the phase of a frequency response. So in this figure, you can see that like for the gain plot, there are two curves are shown. One is the asymptotic curve, which is just an approximation, but the actual curve is shown with this dotted line. So if we consider the relative stability of the system, and if we consider the system without any time delay, then we can see that when the system is the gain is passing through 0 dB, it has a phase shift of minus 140. So it has a phase margin of minus 40 degrees. But in this case, we are ignoring the effect of the time delay. So for example, if we are considering the effect of the time delay, so if this happens that at the 0 dB crossover frequency, the phase is equal to minus 180 degree. So this change in the phase can be due to the time delay. So if this is happening, then we can clearly see that this system has become marginally stable, because at the point or at the frequency where the gain is crossing the 0 dB line, at that frequency the system will have minus 180 degree phase. So in this example, we can see that if we are not considering the time delay, the system may be appearing as a stable, but if we are considering the effect of the time delay, which will be the actual behavior of the system, so actually the system can be unstable due to this time delay effect. Okay, so this is the brief discussion about the effect of the time delay on the frequency response of our LTI system, and how the time delay function affects the stability of an LTI system. So this is the end of this chapter, which is the stability analysis in the frequency domain.